and welcome to Wake Up Real Estate. It's Thursday, which means later, maybe later it's Thirsty Thursday, but for now, it's Tech Tip Thursday, and we've got a couple of cool things to share that might help you on the tech front with things that you can use from a marketing perspective, social media, digital advertising, etc. If you missed yesterday's show or our mastermind after the show, you should go and check out yesterday's replay at wakeup.realestate or on our channel, the YouTube channel, Wake Up Real Estate YouTube channel. And if you want a copy or a replay of the mastermind, just go to wakeup.realestate, use the chat widget, or email Mike. Some great discussions, some great commentary, thoughts, etc. I've also been watching and listening to some other thoughts and commentary on it. Some interesting takes, quote unquote conspiracy theories, or just interesting to hear people's perspectives. And I think there's definitely more than meets the eye with how some of these things sort of work their way out. But we're far from knowing exactly what, where we're going to go from here. But I feel confident in standing pat on the fact that grow your database and relationship with local homeowners. And that's probably your best hedge of anything, right? And there's lots of ways to do that. So Ryan had mortgage rates up there for a little bit. They did come down significantly over the last day or so.
This is going to bring some good news. Yeah, the last day or so, we're down. We're coming off that 8% level that we kind of bumped up against, and then the 10-year yield is down. From it kind of bumped up into 5% down, a pretty good, almost 10% in the last. What would that be? 2 weeks. So that's good. It's going down right along your EXP stock with your EXP stock, Josh, down here in the bottom left corner. And Zillow stock.
So I'm going to divert against that. So let's not go. Okay. Let's not go there. But the 10-year yield thing. Like, can you explain in simple terms what that means and why that's important?
Well, the mortgage rates are based on the 10-year yield. What a 10-year bond, that government bond the interest rate on that would be. So they're always usually like 2.5, 3 points higher, I think, is like the rule of thumb. I don't know if that's hard and fast, but that's what drives everything. And then when we go over here, you can see kind of it moves in lockstep.
Yep, right on.
So let's do social post. Yep. Oh, there we go. There's an old picture of a kid. There we go. Sorry. Threw me off. That's my Charlie like 10 years ago. He doesn't look like that anymore.
Right. Yeah.
Let's see. Where are we? Oh my goodness. All right. I want you to do your thing, because I had a picture made by Canva by my tech tip of the day in my social post, and it didn't post with it. So I need to go get it.
All right. Well, we'll get to that. We'll get to that in a second. I saw a post this morning by an agent in I think in Philadelphia. It doesn't really matter where.
Yeah.
But it's some good context. I don't know. I wouldn't. If I use this, I'll probably just put some emojis with it. In 1971, the interest rate for a mortgage was 7.33%. If you waited for interest rates to go down, you wouldn't have purchased a home until 1993. You would have rented for 22 years waiting for rates to go down. Meanwhile, the value of real estate quadrupled over that window, 1971 to 1993.
I'm sure that describes a lot of overly analytical people who I'm sure there's a good number of people who did that very thing, and they ended up renting forever and missing out on the run-up.
Totally.
Boom.
And the punchline is, don't wait to buy real estate. Buy real estate and wait. Marry the house, date the rate. I still think it's, there's obviously the good news that comes with the higher rates is you're more likely to be able to negotiate. There are some builders now in my market who are clearly getting very desperate massive price reductions to where, you know, the prices seem pretty reasonable, all things considered. And
we gotta stop. Our friend on Twitch is back. I think it's the same guy. What's up, man? What's up, Valdez? I don't know if it's the same guy. Sorry.
Anyway, find good deals, share why you think it's a good deal, and communicate that in your marketplace. And in doing so, you'll create more opportunities than if you don't do that. All right. That's the long and the short of it. Okay. Ryan's social post of the day, which we're then going to pivot into tech tip number 1 for the day for you. Go ahead, Ryan.
Just the tech tip. Property list of the day, condos on or within a block or 2 of the beach. The big thing here is the picture. Do you notice anything weird about the picture?
I don't know. I mean, it's, I like the coloring. I like,
I think the woman at the right side has been drinking too many of those cocktails. She's a little jacked up.
Oh, okay.
So that's an AI generated image.
Okay.
Which everybody's seeing more of now. And my tech tip for today was to share. Maybe this has been here a little while. I think Canva is in the process of releasing a bunch of these magic features, they call them. They have this magic switch thing. But the most readily available and easy to do thing is to come in when you're designing. I'm going to come back up to design here. And if you click on the elements, Josh, right here.
Okay.
Click on elements and you can go right here to the AI image generator. And I'm pretty sure they're more or less giving you a free bridge into Midjourney and pulling your stuff into Canva. I'm pretty sure they're using Midjourney or maybe Wally or one of these other ones out there. But I was paying like $15 a month for Midjourney. I paid $12.99 or $14.99 for Canva.
Right.
So boom, I don't need to pay for Midjourney anymore. Canva's giving it to me in here with my pro account. And it's pretty good. So here, I just want to show some of the images. I made my beach condo. I think the prompt for that was just give me a beach condo with people having a couple of drinks in St. Pete, Florida. So I gave it geography. I did one, it was stressed out home buyer. What was interesting was they seem to have gone and found me some stock images, the AI image generator, and also some uniquely generated stuff right here.
Right
stressed out realtor, just for fun.
Now, do you have to tell it? Are you telling it comic versus like?
Yeah. So let's do a farmhouse for sale in the Harrisburg, PA area with birds flying by, just for fun, right?
Wow. See, but what you're illustrating a good point here, right? The prompts that you give any AI are going to be the most critical aspect of getting an output that matches what you were looking for in the first place.
Yep.
Ooh.
So here we go.
Ooh.
Right. Yeah. So, Josh, you can either do a Facebook ad, a social post of the day, get a list of farmhouses for sale in Central PA, and there's an image for you. It's a couple of good ones, right? Now,
you could even do so. I'll just give another variation just to get people. So we could have done farmhouse for sale in Harrisburg, PA, in the fall with leaves falling.
Yeah.
Right, and then you could use that at timely, and then in the winter, farmhouse for sale in Central PA in the winter with snow falling. Right. Yep. So you can make that, and then you have images that you can use without copyright, infringement, concerns, let's say.
Yeah, there you go.
Look at that.
There's your fall scene. I'm loving fall, man. After being in Florida for 10 years, this is my first October, November here. I do appreciate this part of the world this time of year. It's so cool. Now this is for the downsizer. So I just did happy couple in a new condo sipping some wine. Happy older couple. So you need an image for your downsizing campaigns, and you can make a unique one every day. Now, I'm a big fan of dogs pooping in yards. In picture.
So someone please just take that snippet of audio completely out of context and use it however you want. I'm a big fan of dogs pooping in yards is the direct quote. for
Here's the
content.
problem. The reason I bring that up is because I'm going to bring up a limitation. And the limitation is I think Canva's a little prude.
Oh, well.
See,
I mean,
pooping may result in content that doesn't meet our policies. They don't like pooping. They also don't like vaping. They don't like certain things. So I had to switch it to.
For most of you, this is not a problem.
It's a problem for me.
For most of you, this won't be problematic.
Now, I did ask it. I switched off my pooping and I asked it for some squirrels. I love what the AIs are doing right now. This is probably not going to be an issue in like 2 years, the way the tech is moving. But when you ask it for a dog chasing a squirrel, like the woman's jacked up leg, check out that squirrel. That's how I would have done a squirrel. It's like a little, you can't really see it. And the human eye kind of glances over it. So if you put that in an image on Facebook, I doubt anybody would even say anything because they're not going to scrutinize the squirrel. The dog.
Will it do some of your ridiculous stuff like, give us a typical house for sale in Harrisburg, PA with Mr. T?
I want to put Spider-Man on the roof of a home in Denver, Colorado. Yeah, but you look at the dog, he's even a little weird looking too. See, look at that. Spider-Man is protected content. So put a huge roach. You kind of gotta get creative. Now, if you were using Midjourney, they would let you do pooping and Spider-Man and all that stuff, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
What?
What's the problem?
Is roach like marijuana? Is that the problem?
Well, I don't know.
Why won't they let me do a huge roach?
Yeah.
Maybe if I said cockroach.
Canva has so many awesome features. I didn't know it had the AI. I didn't know until Ryan mentioned it earlier in the week either. The QR code generator has lots of great uses and applications, right? There's tons of cool things that you can do with it for sure. Look at that.
That's a pretty good spider on the roof in Colorado with the mountains in the background. So yeah, guys, have fun with this. Again, there's a comment here about Midjourney being confusing. I'm a geek, and Midjourney is confusing for me too. It's a pain in the butt. You got to give it prompts in Discord. Definitely is a powerful thing, but it looks like they've given you a bridge here with Canva. So that's the tech tip.
Daphne says a new trending sound on TikTok. That would be Ryan's quote about dogs pooping in yards. Moving on. My tech tip. And this is just an idea, meaning I haven't actually used this combination yet, but I had heard about it earlier in the week, and I wanted to share for those that are want to kind of play around with it, and hopefully in time I'll have time to play around with it as well. It's the combination of CapCut, which we've talked about on the show here many times on Tech Tip Thursday. CapCut is an app that you can use on your phone. It also has desktop and laptop versions. It is a wonderful video editing app. I use it pretty much for every video that I create. Well, certainly every short form video that I create. Well, they now have a marriage with ChatGPT. Now you have to be using the paid $20 version of ChatGPT. But if you do, and I'll share my screen here, just all I did was bring up, on there on CapCut. You can make videos with that combination. In other words, you can give ChatGPT a prompt and the integration with CapCut, it'll spit out a video for you that you can either just use as is if you want, or it could be like, I think the right word is B-roll, where you could use it as green screen video content behind you, and you could put your talking head over top of whatever the video it is that you create. So for those of you that are a little bit, I wasn't sharing. Was I sharing my screen there? No, maybe. This is what I was trying to show. ChatGPT plus CapCut, and that's just straight from their website. So you can check that out. For those of you that are a little bit more camera shy or whatever, or just want to have another way to create content around different topics, or I don't know, you use that as a starting place to create the content. So for example, you want to make a video about 5 great pizza restaurants in Mechanicsburg, PA. You could have that ChatGPT CapCut integration, create the version of it, and then you could create your own version of it if you want, or use that one as it is, but pretty cool. And the ChatGPT paid version is $20, so it's not, we're not talking about like a huge investment.
Now, CapCut's awesome. It does some great stuff. And not to steal the thunder on that one, I didn't mention that the Canva one has video too. You can. So I just did a prompt. I haven't done it yet. It's taken a little longer to render here on the screen, but I gave it a prompt over on the left side. You can see it building, and I just asked it for some dogs chasing squirrels here. So we'll see what it does. But yeah, this is crazy, Josh. That we're, images was mind blowing about 6 months ago, and now it's already moving over into videos.
Yeah.
The deep fake stuff and all that is a little scary. But man, what a crazy new world. And I'll just say, whether anybody wants to agree with me or not, we're definitely living in a simulation.
Well, I'm going to leave that one alone.
I'm just filling time here while this thing renders.
Yeah, but so like this is already possible, but it takes I don't know the tech stack you need, but it already exists where you can record a video or feed your videos, and you can have personalized videos created for every new lead that comes in. So the message is the same, and AI just replaces, hey Ryan, thanks for checking out your 4 automated home values on our website. And then, when Daphne opts in, it's you again, but it's saying, hey Daphne, thanks for checking out, blah, blah, blah. And so, that already exists. How you stack it together so that it happens automatically when someone opts in, I don't know what that looks like yet, but that will become more, prevalent, or those options will become more prevalent. And also, just like anything, there will be a period where it's effective, and then its effectiveness will wane because people will realize this isn't real. He doesn't seem to be actually chasing.
No, he's not. It's just you guys probably can't see it, but you can see like the smoke in the background of like the sun moving a little bit.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So it's not ready for prime time, but it's in there if you guys want to play with it as well. You just click the video thing up at the top left. So.
Right on. So some cool tech tips for you today. A great crowd again, so we appreciate that. I'll mention. I mentioned at the beginning. I'll mention it here as well. If you missed yesterday's show or our mastermind session later in the day, discussion, thoughts, etc., on the NAR verdict, and some thoughts about what to do moving forward, go check out yesterday's show at wakeup.realestate or on our YouTube channel. Reach out to Mike or use the chat widget if you'd like to check out yesterday's mastermind. We had a great group in there, interactive, lots of great feedback and questions and thoughts, etc. So you can check those out. Tomorrow is follow-up Friday. Ryan, you might be flying solo. I think I think I've got some clients that are coming in from out of town to look at some $500,000 to $600,000 new construction homes, and so I need to be adjusting, but I'll have some good stories from that, hopefully, coming back. And for those wondering, those clients were an organic opportunity that came from my Google business listing, which we talked about a couple of weeks ago. I am still working on someone from Local Falcon to come on the show and talk about that and some ways that you can use that. But that talk has prompted me to be putting more content on my Google business listing. So for example, yesterday in the afternoon, I have clients that are looking at a couple of new home communities in Dauphin County, and he's just been super busy. Like he travels a lot for work, and we've had several times where we were scheduled, and he ended up rescheduling on me again yesterday. And I said, you know what? I'm going to go get some photos and video content for you. I'll share that with you. And then we've rescheduled for when he's back in town in about 10 days. But what that did was it's a whole bunch of content that I was able to put on my Google business listing as well. So I was able to help and serve that client and maybe save them some time, so that maybe, when I do that kind of stuff, I'm looking for, let's cross the ones off that aren't going to work. right? Like if I can do some work that I can leverage the what I create around that, all the better. And I'm doing that this afternoon again. And I did it on Tuesday as well, right? So find ways to weave in getting pictures and video content around what your daily schedule is, right? So like Tuesday, I took my one son. He goes and works out at this place across town, and instead of just sitting there waiting for him, I went and got content. I went and took some photos of a new construction neighborhood nearby. So, those leads,
Yeah.
you're going to get 20 to 25% of those if you answer your phone and you follow up and follow through. A much higher percentage of leads that come in organically like that are going to turn into clients. So
Josh, just a little plug here on the Thanks.io side.
Yes.
Where is this at? Here we go. I spent the last few days, I made a pretty in-depth documentation about different ways to use Thanks and direct mail. That can be found at go.thanks.io/real estate if you're a Thanks.io user. And tomorrow, since you're not going to be here, maybe in the spirit of Follow Up Friday, I'll talk specifically about the Cloud CMA integration that sends a Cloud CMA home valuation to your home value leads, but also, even if you're not using Cloud CMA, how to do that with any other provider like an iList or something. So we'll do that tomorrow.
Perfect.
Follow Up Friday.
Yeah, that'd be great.
There. Yep.
That'd be great. And I'll look forward to watching the replay if I'm not able to make it live, which I doubt I will be unless they have to reschedule. Okay, thanks. Thank you for all the great comments and feedback, everybody. Please let us know if or how we can help you. One last thing I'll plug. I've been talking about this several times the last week or so. We are doing end-to-end build-outs of how to build and nurture your database and create a sense of omnipresence. And we've had a fair amount of interest, and Mike is working through some setups on that. I think we have 4 or 5 folks interested in that. If you would like more information about what that looks like, you can email Mike, or you can, if you want to chat about it, you can schedule a time to chat with me at, I can't point there, josh15.com. Thanks again, everyone, one and all. Thanks again, one and all, I guess is what I was trying to say. And we'll see you, Ryan, we'll see you all tomorrow.
Later, guys.